What's up, guys? My name's Jackson, and this is Lily, and we're doing the Polar Evergreen Coniferous Forest. So, first on our list, we have latitude. The coniferous forest latitude is around 50 degrees up to the Arctic Circle, which is around 65 degrees. And we find the coniferous forest mostly in North America, like Canada and Alaska, Northern Europe, above Sweden in that area, and also in the Asian part of Russia. Now, some of the abiotic factors of the coniferous forest, it has an average precipitation of about 300 to 900 millimeters per year and an average temperature of about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Its seasons include long and snowy winters and then hot and wet summers. And some of the geographic features are coniferous trees, mountains, rocks, and permafrost in the soil. Some more abiotic factors include the wind patterns, which are a strong northern winds, and then the soil composition, which is acidic, and then it has permafrost in it. So in the summer, it melts a little bit and then refreezes in the winter. Next is the solar radiation. So the radiation on the forest floor, it gives off energy for the snowmelt in the summer, and it creates moisture for the soil, and that's part of the reason that the summers are wet. So this is a climate graph, and as you can see, the precipitation peaks in the summer and goes down in the winter months, and the temperature also peaks in the summer. So this is where we can see again the wet and hot summers. Well, relatively hot, not that hot, but we can see the wet and hot summers and then dry and cold winters. So now as you see, the seasonal patterns. So the average temperatures in the coniferous forest are from negative 12 degrees to 20 degrees Celsius, with, again, the summers being wetter and hotter and the winters being colder and drier. So some of the adaptations that the ecosystem has made is they have a lot of their vegetation is evergreen, and this means that they stay green year-round, and they have adaptations that prevent water loss and allow them to live year-round. Another adaptation is the wildlife changing colors. So like with a snow fox, it is white in the winter to hide in the snow and hide from predators, and then it sheds and becomes brown in the summer.
Some of the autotrophs in the biome are the balsam fir, the Scots pine, the Saskatoon berry, the liverwort, and the lichen.
Next up are the heterotrophs. Some of the heterotrophs include reindeer, elk, gray wolf, which is a keystone species, black bear, which is another keystone species, and the Asian gypsy moth. That's an invasive species.
The decomposers and scavengers in the biome are worms, protozoans, fungi, nematodes, and soil bacteria.
So, according to the IPCC, the boreal forest or coniferous forest is especially susceptible to global warming. This is because of the nature of the soils where peat and permafrost are prevalent. And with the warming of the boreal regions, a lot of this permafrost is melting and becoming more discontinuous, which affects the tree stability, hydrology, and also releases carbon and potent greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. There are numerous organizations fighting for the preservation of the boreal or coniferous forest. Some of these organizations include the Boreal Conservation Movement, which focuses on the preservation of clean waters and anti-pollution in the polar evergreens, the Boreal Songbird Initiative, which focuses on the preservation and protection of the polar evergreens birds, and the Boreal Forest Initiative, which focuses on ending climate change to protect the boreal forest and the evergreen biome. So this is a bibliography, and this is a food web. That's it. Thank you for listening.